Good day, this is the latest video update on tropical depression Nalgae on this very special day, October 5, 2011. It's the 4:30 p.m. Philippine time, 5:30 p.m. Japan time, or 8:30 Zulu. Who's watching worldwide? And yes, Nalgae has now been downgraded to a tropical depression as it moves across Gulf of Tonkin, moving into Vietnam. It was last located approximately 390 kilometers southeast of Hanoi, somewhere over here. Maximum sustained winds have now significantly decreased down to 45 kph, gusting to 70 kph. Nalgae is currently moving west-southwestward at 15 kilometers per hour. You can see in this visible image, the storm is now, as you can see, largely disorganized now. No longer seeing the circulation and the central dense overcast that we saw yesterday as it moves over Hainan. And you can also kind of see here in the infrared image, the convective activity is definitely significantly weakened. See still some flare up, but that is well away from the center, which is somewhere over here. And we're no longer seeing those higher cloud tops associated with Nalgae, and which is of course a sign of the weakening due again to the land interaction with Hainan yesterday, and also the stronger wind shear in this region, even though it's moving over the water at the moment. However weak as it may be, you still have rains moving into Vietnam. Actually, you still have this bands of moderate rain and also widespread light rain across Vinh here in the central part of Vietnam. This is the latest radar image. As you can see, we do have some limitations of the radar. Don't have the 100% coverage, but it kind of gives you an idea that yes, Nalgae has weakened significantly, although we do have some rains going to be moving into Vietnam for the next 24 hours. See actually some spots of moderate rain actually being picked up by the radar. And also moving into Hanoi here in the northern part of Vietnam. You can see this is from Viet 3, I believe, the radar. See again, the radar coverage is pretty poor actually. Can't see anything. The western east and western side of the radar coverage, but kind of gives you an idea again on the site near the radar. You see you have some widespread moderate to even heavy rain showers moving in across parts of Vietnam. Hanoi airport actually reporting just mainly cloudy skies at the moment, although we do expect them to get at least light rain over for tonight and into early part of tomorrow. In terms of rainfall amounts, I would say around 50 millimeters, or just at most 100 millimeters. Again, as Nalgae really took a hit on that landfall, and as it rapidly weakens before even making landfall here in Vietnam. As for Hainan, yesterday Haikou actually reporting 200 millimeters of rainfall the past 24 hours on their latest data there. So yeah, we did see some heavy rain from Nalgae for Hainan, just as we predicted. They were around 100 to 200 millimeters definitely, but hopefully those rainfall amounts will not get here into Vietnam. Probably still see some pockets of heavy rain, but again widespread, just around 50 to 100 millimeters of rain for the next 24 hours. And JMA actually gave final warning on Nalgae. So now we're going to use Vietnam Meteorological Administration here, the NCHMF from Vietnam here, showing the forecast track and showing you making landfall 1 a.m. local time, Vietnam time. So and later tonight, probably gonna see Nalgae making landfall here south of Hanoi, 400 kilometers south, again south of Vinh and north of Da Nang. Again 1 a.m. local time, Vietnam. Then moving west-southwestward into Laos, and into Thailand, perhaps actually dissipating tomorrow morning at the earliest, and due to that land interaction going to be significantly weakening the storm here. JTWC also showing the same thing, southwestward track, and moving, making landfall later tonight, or possibly by dawn tomorrow morning, south of Hanoi and north of Hue, and 400 kilometers as well here being shown, and then moving into Laos by tomorrow, and perhaps dissipating in that area as well. But you have to know, though, the remnants will still going to be bringing heavy, widespread scattered rain showers across much of Laos and Thailand. But for the most part, we don't really think Naga is going to produce very heavy rains we've seen in the Philippines. But good news for this region, which has been hit by heavy flooding rains as well. Now moving on to 90W, the Invest, or the low pressure area that we've been watching east of the Philippines, northwest of Palau, right over here. Believe it or not, this is what's left of 90W. See the low level circulation center here, the swirl. See the fully exposed but still well organized, somewhat organized low level circulation center. I mean, you can still see counterclockwise rotation, but in terms of convective activity, I mean, can't really see any higher cloud tops associated with 90W anymore, compared to yesterday when we were talking about how great it looked. Yesterday now it looks anemic and devoid of anything, of any organization, except for that low level circulation center. In terms of winds, ASCAT did pick up some around 20 to 30 knot winds around the circulation center. However, again, right now it does look very weak. Again, still east of the Philippines, around 600 kilometers east of Mindanao. Swirl, yes, right over here. Again, you can see the wider view. Can't really see anything ominous or organized in terms of convective activity. Wind shear, actually somewhere around moderate wind shear, around 15 to 20 knots, but still could support the storm if it does develop. And computer models are still very intent in developing this, very keen in strengthening this in the next 2 days. Again, moving northwest towards possibly the Philippines by early next week in terms of strength, and most of them just tropical depression strength. And I mean, right now it looks very weak, and the JTWC remaining low chance, keeping the chance at low for 90W for the next 24 hours. But again, it could definitely change. I mean, remember how it looked yesterday? Was great looking yesterday, now almost non-existent. So probably see another major change by tonight and into tomorrow. So just continue updating on this one. But yeah, I mean, computer models really intend, and also some of them showing another cyclone forming late next week. So we have to keep watching the Western Pacific for a possible cyclone formation. Definitely, again, the wind shear, looking at this wider wind shear map, do have some pockets of light wind shear around us just south of Guam, as I said, around 10 to 20 knots. So it still could produce, support some cyclone formation in the coming days, which we will continue to watch. But that is the update for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll have another update tomorrow. Till then, stay safe. Bye bye.